what do you got?
A sock.
And what's wrong with your sock?
It has a hole in it and it's mine. Like little sock. And I'm gonna put it in.
We've heard that you can feed your worms your clothing that's broken, right? Textiles, this is called. So we're gonna try and feed the worms a textile, and we're gonna see what happens, right? Right. In we're gonna put the sock. Shall we put it in a layer, a lower layer?
Yeah, deeper.
Deeper.
Okay.
Put it in this deep layer where all the worms are. There's so many. They'll come through. They're eating, right? They're eating. Here, worms, have a sock. You want to put the worm on the sock. Okay. Might take him a little while. Apparently, you're supposed to cut it up small, but we're gonna leave it big just for fun. Okay, and then I was just walking to my chicken coop and I kept seeing these robins in my yard, and look at what I found. I feel like every year we get this. 1 nest, 2 nest, 3 nest, 4. Let's steal a peek at this one if there's anything going on. This one looks the most done. Are you watching your chickens? Are you watching your chickens from there?
I put 2 layers of cushions here.
Oh, okay, but you gotta watch her then so she doesn't timber. Cute. And we just had a load of rocks delivered. Here they are. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. Right outside the gate. That was entertaining when that came. It's all sealed up nice. Oh, it got wet. Ah! Yeah, this is what the boys will be doing. Rocks today.
So we're digging a hole here in front of the chicken coop. Mostly because in the early spring and when it thaws a lot, yeah, this whole area is kind of like a swamp. So we're just digging down a little bit, like a good, I don't know, 4 inches or so. Scrape it all out, put some landscaping fabric down, and then fill it full of pea gravel. And we'll see if that helps with the drainage. So let's do it!
You guys digging a fine hole?
Digging a fine hole.
When I filled this dump truck all the way to the top, the tower was leaking down dirt.
Okay.
Worm.
Save the worm.
Wow.
See him? Right there. This is like coming out of this one.
Throw him in the garden.
He's got a bucket for him. Something. Where are you putting him?
In the worm bin.
That can be our new hole.
He has a new home.
Oh, you gave the worm a new home. That's very sweet.
Let's get another one.
Dig, dig, dig. Dig a dig, dig, dig.
Wow! Wahoo!
So
Yeah, make sure you're actually helping there, dude. So where are you dumping all this dirt?
everywhere. Anywhere there's a little
Oh.
spot, it's getting half a wheelbarrow of dirt.
Not in my garden box? Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh. Hey baby. You being good. Hanging out. I put all the boys to work filling the garden box.
Me too.
You did a great job filling it. It's got chicken manure and peat and some compost, some dirt from the garden, And Lincoln is working on digging holes for these peppers.
And we're so dippy.
Yeah, you just need a little hole. That's really deep. That's too deep.
What?
Work on the next one.
Work on the next hole. We'll plant that one. Look at how nice my mom's pepper plants are. They're huge. They put mine to shame. Theirs look really good.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up.
You're too close.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up. Hey, I'm ready for lemon meringue.
I'm ready for lemon meringue. How's the pie?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah, everybody got pie?
Cheese. Yum.
Yum. How's the pie, baby? Is it good?
I'll tell you something. I'd rather this than cake.
Really?
Good job.
You are a pie boy. You had this for your birthday. You asked for lemon meringue pie.
Remember when you asked what kind of cake do you want? And I was like, I want lemon meringue pie because it's my favorite pie.
And it's delightful.
I like the sourness and like marshmallow top and like the gooey one.
Oh, that orange nuts.
Grandpa's gonna help you eat it.
I like it. I like this. I like lemon meringue, but I prefer a birthday cake.
Oh, you do, eh?
Homemade from mommy.
Oh,
Oh.
that's nice.
Good morning. Welcome back to Baker Brews. If you are new to the channel, my name is Donna. Here we chat about homesteading in the city and I share a ton of our family adventures. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 kids and we love to garden. I would consider myself a newer gardener. Like I grew up around a garden, my mom had a garden, so I learned a lot through that experience as a kid, but it's different, you know, when you're like tending your own plants, trying to spot things yourself, plant identification. This is our blueberry corner, and last year we had our first blueberries ever because I finally figured out I needed 2 blueberry bushes. I don't know why it took me so many years, but we have some lovely, adorable little white flowers on our blueberry bush. That are coming. So this is the OG blueberry bush, and then over here is the second blueberry bush, which it does have a single flower on. You know, I'll take what I can get, I guess. One single flower. So this is the second blueberry bush. This is a mystery. This thing I think is dogwood. Yep. Somebody tell me, is that dogwood? I'm not very good with my plant identification all the time. Like it's a whole new ball game. So I am by no means an expert, and I still consider myself a newer gardener, but I have been gardening for several years here in the city. I have a combination of raised garden beds. I have a little in-ground garden spot. I got some pots, and I really just think that no matter where you live, like doing a little bit of gardening, growing a little bit of your own food is so valuable. I wish I had started sooner in some of the places that I had lived when I was younger, because even small things like growing your own herbs to add to your own food is so valuable. It saves a lot of money. They're very inexpensive to buy the seeds, and then, like I said, grow the herbs, add them to your own meals, and just learning those skills, those homesteading skills is so valuable and irreplaceable. But today, I'm going to take you on a lovely garden tour. We have had rain, and more rain, so the garden is looking luscious, as well as the grass, which is very nice. The mosquitoes are starting to come out, which is very unfortunate, so we're going to have to figure out something with that. But I want to show you around the garden because some of the things are already ready. We've already had a couple of our first garden harvests, which is very exciting, and yeah, everything is just coming along. So let's just quickly take a tour around the lovely little backyard garden.
This is
to try a haskap, honey? Let's get one for Lilu here.
Haskaps already? No, no. Good job. No, no. No.
Throw the ball.
Nice two big ones.
Doki. Everybody pick one. Lilu, you want to try one? Yeah? Sour?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are not ripe you picked.
This one was right.
Oh, mine was good.
This one's-
The first harvests from the garden, you guys. How exciting. Let's put these unripe ones to the side and see if they'll ripen in a house.
Want another one?
Mosquito!
Another one! Oh no!
It's not a mosquito, just a little bug.
I'm gonna lick it.
I have one for her.
She already has one.
She's eating it. She's gone. Here's another one. Lincoln, if you pick one for her, you gotta pick one for Lilu, and a ripe one.
Can you pick one for me?
Give it to Lilu. Hold it in your hand so she can see it. She can't see it, right? Yeah. Put these in the house on the counter so they can ripen. I think it's a thumbs up from the baby. I got my helper here who's gonna start off the tour. Hey, dude.
Hey, bro. Well, one of the most plants recommended would be the cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
We have like lots of tomatoes. I feel like they've gone really well. But the one that has survived winter and all of the seasons of the year is that one over there that's going all crazy over the fence.
Oh, you're talking
That
about the
one's-
big one.
That one's the raspberry.
The raspberry.
Yeah, those have like survived many years. Probably like 2-3 years. Just by itself.
We do love the raspberry plant.
Yeah. Always.
What is the first bush here that you got to enjoy some garden harvest from? Why don't you tell me about that?
Haskap.
Say it loud and clear, my dear.
This is haskaps. You see, we still have green ones.
We do. They were very, very covered in flowers.
Blue ones.
And we have ripe ones, which is very exciting.
Yeah. Can I talk to you?
You pop it in. Yeah. Haskaps are delightful.
Oh, that one was sour. Even I picked for a little bite.
You gonna come and have a little bite? We all had a little taste test.
I'm the thumb.
Tell me about this haskap you're harvesting.
Haskap and harvesting.
You harvested a haskap. And how does it taste? What would you consider it to taste most like?
Raspberries.
Like a raspberry, or they say like a sour blueberry. All right, this is the lawnmower. He's gonna go mow the grass in his pretend lawnmower. Off you go.
Buddy.
We are into garden box number 1. Can you see? What do you recognize?
Well, I recognize these.
What is that?
Cherry tomatoes.
These are actually, I wrote it down because I forget. Manitoba tomatoes.
Manitoba
tomatoes. This is a, can you see
Scotia
it? Scotia tomato. Very good. And over at the beginning here we have
It's a beefsteak.
beefsteak tomatoes. So
Tomatoes.
we got tomato,
tomato
tomato. I forgive the weeding, guys. This is mom life. Eventually I will get there. In the front row here, actually, I didn't tell you about, but in the front row, these red guys are beets.
Look at these guys.
And
veins.
look at those ones are very big, aren't they?
Look at those veins. They're so detailed.
They're really neat to see the plant veins, just like our veins. We have veins. The plant has veins that carry nutrients all around it to help it grow. So we have a lovely row of beets. They did so well. I soaked the seeds, which I'll jump to a cutscene here about soaking beets. I wanted to show you guys my seeds. So these are some beet seeds that I am soaking. You're supposed to soak your larger seeds for 24 hours to see for germination. I don't know if I got much for germination. These are old seeds. I've had them for a long time, so that's a great way to test your old seeds to see if they're still viable, is to soak them before you plant them. It's not quite been 24 hours, so maybe I'm jumping the gun here. That was for these beet seeds. But I also wanted to show you guys that I got some seeds from AMA. So this is a program that AMA does where they give you free seeds and then you can donate the harvest to the food bank, which I thought was so nice. And it's free seeds and they gave a lot. Like there's a lot of seeds in here. And I don't even know if I'm gonna have room in my garden to plant them all. But I just thought that was such a nice thing and wanted to encourage people who are gardening that if you have extra space to plant stuff for the food bank, I think that is just really nice and really thoughtful. That's corn.
Corn.
That's corn. All along the back, I planted corn this year.
Nice.
We'll see. And I did the Three Sisters method, so I actually planted bean seeds around each corn plant. So I'm hoping it'll twirl up the corn plant. They haven't sprouted yet. Okay.
And
next.
here is our beloved raspberries.
Oh, sorry, we're not there yet.
Oh, right, these.
Next little box here.
Basil.
Basil. And funny enough, I planted this like lettuce and it all got shoved to the back of the planter as I was watering. It's on a bit of a slant, so everything got pushed to the back. So I got to spin this planter around. But it is keeping it nice and shaded and cool, which it does need to grow. Are you going to have a little nibble of your basil? You can nibble this lettuce as well. It is edible. And it is... Oh, you just pulled the whole little plant.
Sorry.
What?
I want to try some basil.
Try not to pull the whole plant out, okay? Yeah, and how do you pull the one leaf, right? There you go. Good.
That was
Enjoy.
Good. Yeah, that's what a garden is for. Eating.
Beautiful lush raspberry, which you already got toured. My canes are spilling over. And you can see we've had to strap them up with this rope because I'm trying to keep them off the kids' heads. And then I also have, I love these are called hedge pushers and they help push the canes back in. And I have them throughout the entire thing, pushing the canes. This is actually going to be a light raspberry year. We're not going to get very many raspberries. So I do plan on going to a raspberry farm. There was one we went to 2 years ago called Sunflower Farms, and they had so many raspberries, and they were just lovely people. So we're going to go back there this year. In my round bowl here.
More basil.
More basil, good. And, it is here on the label, honey. Can you recognize that?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. So
Yes.
this is our first year growing an eggplant. I hope
I'm
it's
so
not
excited.
too shaded. It looks like it's producing flowers. I don't know. I've never grown eggplant. I heard it gets very big. Like the plant should be very big. And then you should recognize this stuff, my boys. Your favorite. Chives.
Chives.
Love chives. They come back every year.
We have-
They enjoy them a
One
lot.
time I made braces out of chives.
We-
We have 2 batches of chives.
we have
This
even
is
more.
crazy. How do we even plant chives? I forget which seeds we need.
Chive seeds, honey. But chives come back every year, so you don't even need seeds. It comes back from the root underneath every year. Okay, this poor box that needs weeding help. These are my zucchini. We have a whole box dedicated to zucchini. I believe I have 2 yellow and a green. I don't know. And in the front was supposed to be kale. But look at where the kale is. I'm pretty sure this is my kale. It looks more like lettuce than like kale. So that's interesting. I think it was supposed to be red Russian kale. And again, a whole nother row of corn in the back. And I did the Three Sisters method with this as well. And around each corn, I planted peas. So they should hopefully twirl up. I'm hoping this will be a better spot because these boxes get lots of sun. Right now we're in the shade because we're early morning, but they do get very, very hot and full of lots of sun. This is our new corner garden box that we just built this season, so I don't expect too much out of it. Took a while to get the dirt into it because I was just so behind with stuff. But we have peppers. So this is Pepper's Corner here, which my mom gave me these peppers, so they look really nice. And then in this corner, I planted, what did I plant here? Peas around these trellises. They're gonna be late. And I think I threw some chamomile in the front here. And then these are a few more little itty bitty peppers. We'll see if they survive. These are the damaged tomatoes. We had, one child had an accident and fell on them. So they didn't look very good. So I was kind of like, I don't know if they're gonna live or die, but they could just hang out there. There is a bleeding heart and some strawberries. This is my Kohlrabi zone, and I threw more beets in. I got these, I'm pretty sure are some kind of garlic or onion mystery plant. These are leeks right here. This is a itty bitty teeny tiny cucamelon. It did survive. Whether it will thrive or not is questionable, but it's there. And then, yeah, those are called bleeding hearts. It's a very beautiful flower, isn't it?
Like a bleeding heart.
Yeah, they're really pretty, right?
And they feel, oh, look how tiny they are.
Yeah, they're so
look,
pretty.
look. Small, biggest.
This is the snack box. So to make it more of a snacky snack box, we planted cherry tomatoes. So this is, I don't know where the labels are. They're gone. Cherry tomato. We got the beans around. A bean. Oh, I think maybe I didn't plant as many beans as I thought. And more kale. Lots of kale this year. I kind of was on a kale kick because I got some kale seeds, and so I just planted kale everywhere. But I think I'm gonna plant some more beans. I don't know. Last year the beans and tomatoes were kind of overrun here, so we'll see what happens. And then again, more chives and a little strawberry down here. We'll zip this way past the swinging children. One beautiful flower pot, mishmash flower pot. Chicken coop, we have the chicken coop planter, very shaded. This is where we decided to put the bean teepee to try to get everything to go up. And everything sprouted. It's so good this year. I think I installed this planter last year and it was kind of dismal, but I got this on Amazon, this one, and it actually is holding up really well. Look at what we accomplished this spring. Before all the rain too, we got a rock area put in. This area was very, very wet all the time. So we dug it out, put some of the dirt around, around the yard and the garden box, and then filled it up with rocks. It was a lot of work, but during the rainy season here, during the spring rains, actually this area was way less wet than it usually is. So it definitely worked. This is our main in-ground garden with the little trellis for them to climb. As you can see, it still has dead stuff from last season. I ordered more of these lovely square tomato cages that I really like on Amazon. I just ended up throwing, I think, some beans, or they fell out of the container. More beans. We are a beans loving family. But I did throw some pepper seeds here too, but I don't think any of them sprouted. Just the beans. But these are purple pole beans, and they twirl and trellis up things like crazy, so it should be really good. In the front, we have a couple more tomatoes, I think early girls or cherries. A huge thick row of beans on the side, 2 rows of carrots, which look really good, a row of spinach, a row of lettuce. I'm hoping we're gonna eat more greens out of the garden this year. The kids like salad a lot, and I really like salad. So I'm hoping this will be the year for, eating salad from the garden. Along the side here, it's looking pretty dismally. but these were squash. And I do have some okra that needs to still go out here eventually. Yeah, but all squash. I don't even know if the pumpkin survived. What does this even say? Do we know? Squash. Yeah, what I thought. Squash, squash. Then in the back here is kale. This row is supposed to be kale. Does it look like kale to you? It doesn't even look like kale to me. Anywho, I guess we'll find out. And then we got a couple more tomatoes in the back. As you can see, I ran out of cages. And my hubby said, you're cut off. So I have to survive with what I have for cages this year. This is like my one corner of like not edible things. I did try to plant an edible thing and I don't know if it survived. But I got these ferns from my family farm. And they are just taking over. Great, huge shade plant. Makes me think of like tropical jungle. Like what the dinosaur age kind of has. And then... oh my, what is this called again? A hosta, I think. I think that's what it is. But anyway, these are really cool. And I did plant fiddleheads, and I thought it was this plant, this little one. But a fiddlehead also looks like a fern, so like I don't know anymore. So I like it's just not edible, any of it anymore, because maybe the fern just like 100% took over. But yeah, it looks really cool. And then my mom gave me this really cool plant. Begonia? Oh man, my plant identification needs help. I need a label. I can't remember. But anyway, she gave it to me and it looks healthy. We have to make a quick pit stop here too at the birdie under the sun deck because we got nature happening under the deck. She's laying on her eggs right now. Come on through to the back. We call this the side alley. So we got rhubarb, which I had to fence off. I also got these cute little gates on Amazon to prevent my chickens because I don't know what they're thinking, but they were attacking this rhubarb, which the leaves are poisonous for them. So silly girls were chewing it up. So I fenced it off and it looks really good right now. Last year we had a big invasion on this rhubarb plant of the Asian ladybug, I think. And it was really bad, but I don't see any right now. The leaves and everything look pretty healthy and good. It actually is like 3 plants. Well, we got this one, and then we've got like this. Well, it's more than 3 even. Couple there, couple there, and over here. So I'm really happy. I like rhubarb a lot, so I hope it takes over this whole area. It's totally fine with me. Then we'll shimmy over this way to the other back little area because I just, I don't have enough space. So I fenced off this other zone. This is my radish, sunflower, mishmash, whatever gets neglected and survives kind of area. So I liked letting my radishes go to seed, and then we eat the seed pods, and they're like spicy, but they're like so good. A friend pickled some, and it was really cool. So it was like spicy pickle radish pods. So yes, I intend to just these are radishes from last year, and I just had my son crush the seeds, and we stomped them into the ground. So I did save some as well, just in case, but it looks like we got lots of radishes coming. In the back corner are my strawberry patch, but this patch tends to not get pollinated by bees or anything. They just don't find it. But they are putting out a lot of lovely flowers. Like, look at them. Like, they're flowering like crazy. So I hope they get pollinated. And then beans. I had so many saved beans. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw them in. And if they survive and live, then cool. So I got loads and loads of beans back here. And I also have sunflowers that I started indoors that look lovely. So this is where I decided to put my sunflowers this year, and as well as out front, which we'll have to go take a peek-see over there as well. Okay, in amongst the front here, this is the mint strawberry concoction. Mint and strawberries. The boys love to come and check for strawberries. It is so nice. I'm pretty sure I saw some green ones here. Yay! So they're here, and soon enough we'll have red ones. But yes, and I love the mint that's all kind of taking over here. It's so nice amongst the lilac. It's just really nice to have some edible stuff in here in the front. The lilac bush is almost done. I think this one's done. And this one's kind of in full flower mode, which is beautiful. The lilac right by the door is just so nice. It's so floral. And this is my pots collection. It looks like it needs water pretty bad. So I got sunflowers. I ended up throwing some marigold seeds in, but I don't think they took. Maybe one took. And then on the end pot here is a kohlrabi. Looks really healthy, really big. A pepper right there. And a leek. I think that was that the leek? Or was that the leek? Good question. Maybe I put 2 leeks in here. I'll have to go check my videos. I've never grown leek before either, so that's new. But I thought, wouldn't this be so nice to have all these sunflowers right here? Like right along the house, right by the door. I think it'll be so pretty. Thanks so much for coming along on my garden tour in June. If you are a gardener, let me know in the comments below. Leave me a green heart or a green little plant emoji. And I can't wait to see, if you are another gardener, what you get up to in the garden. And I just want to wish you all happy garden season. Bye! Oh, thank you. Well, kiss.